Hello, hello, hello. My name is Kenya Johnson Brown. I am the executive director for We Care 2 Agency, which is a nonprofit 501c3 organization. Today we are here with the one and only Elizabeth Gerald from MJ Movement. We will be interviewing her and asking her a few questions as to how she's still helping other people when she lost her son, then her husband, and then her daughter. We understand that all three of these are traumatic experiences, but she still have the power every day to press and help someone else in need. I'm going to have her speak.
Thank you, sister. This is my sister Kenya, and I just love her dearly. I am Elizabeth, and I am the president of the MJG movement in honor of my daughter, Marcy Drill, who died by suicide as a result of a sexual assault. I turned my pain into my power, and I decided to be the voice and the light for other families and people in need, and that's why I get out every day and you know, do what I got to do. And me and Kenya was just talking, and I was just telling her that you can lose anybody. You can lose your mother, your father, your aunts, uncles, cousins, best friends, boyfriend, girlfriends, husband, wives, but it's just not the same as seeing your own child in a casket. There's just nothing like it. And you just really never get over that one. And even right now, we're going into the Thanksgiving, which is in a couple of days, so I'm kind of iffy right now. But it's a different type of pain, and you have to do something. And when you lose your child, if you don't do anything, you harbor all that hate, that anger, that pain,
ma'am. Yes.
inside of you, and you end up with cancer or some sort of illness, short-term memory loss. You just end up getting sick because grief will kill you. It really will. And what helps me and what makes me strive is that I do have other children, and I also am a grandmother. I have my grandbabies as well. So that's what gives me the strength to get up every day and want to do something.
Okay, so I just have a few questions for you. I know you help other grieving parents get over the hump. What would first? Let me go back. What is the groundwork? Excuse me, you all, of your organization? Meaning, I understand that you actually pay for people's funerals out of your own pocket.
Yeah.
And a lot of time you don't even mention that. You solely be structured on not putting so much emphasis on what you do for people, and I love that about you because when I tell you this lady here is one in a million and she's an angel, most of the people that have these big nominations is because of her. She wants to see everyone win, and there's nothing attached to it. I'm telling you, she's amazing, you all.
So with me, and I was always raised that we are one people. We're supposed to be able to show love and kindness and help towards one another. And that's what I do. And like right now, it's the Thanksgiving season, and we're preparing to pass out turkeys to other families. And then for Christmas, we're going to pass out toys, coats, hats, and gloves to needy families. That's what helps keep me going, is being able to be a blessing to somebody else. You never know what somebody going through. And, especially with times like today with all the hate and the anger going on, it doesn't hurt to show a person kindness and some sort of love. Instead of bringing people down, and how about doing something to uplift a person? Because you just never know what a person's going through. And with mental health, people don't understand. A person can lose their job and be ready to just take their life.
Yes.
You might be going, you just, sometimes you might walk past or drive through these, neighborhoods that the celebrities live in, and you might think, oh my God, I want their life, but they not doing no better than we are. They hurting and going through stuff just like we are, and I just want to do better. And America's supposed to be one of the greatest countries, and we need to get it to that where we are, where there is no racism, there is no hatred, you know, and just learn to show love. And I keep saying, if I just sat in the house with hate in my heart, I wouldn't be here. You know, I lost my son to homicide. He got into a fight over a girl, and the guy ended up shooting him. And you know, I watched my husband grieve himself to death, and then my daughter was sexually assaulted, and that's what caused her to take her life. And if I harbored all that hate towards the people who did this to my kids, then I would end up being sick, and that wouldn't be helping me. And I do have my children, I have my grandkids to be here for, and you know, I just want to be a light and be able to help and as many people as I can.
Okay, so you all, Elizabeth will be sponsoring 1,000 kids this year for Christmas. And I think she's doing 7 to 10 families that actually have 6 to 8 kids besides sponsoring 1,000 kids. 80% of this comes directly out of her pocket. She saves up from January to December to be able to provide every single year. And when I tell you she do it big, she do it big. She's actually sponsoring two schools, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So you guys, we're just here to let you know that taking that leap of faith to help somebody else is not a crime. We're here to let you know that cheering for someone else, it can't hurt you. We have to connect and be there for one another. I'm telling you guys.
Yep. Yeah, and I don't know. When I first started the MJG movement, I didn't know, you know, what I was going to do or how I was going to do it, but you know, I have such a faith in God, and not only do I have faith, I have trust, and everything I do, I pray, and you know, somehow, some way, everything I try to do, it just comes. And you know, as Kenya was saying, we've paid for headstones, we've helped pay for funerals, and you know, I don't go around, you know, really talking about a lot of stuff I do, and I am very low key, and I'm behind the scenes because I don't want people to think, you know, that I'm braggadocious or anything, because I'm just nothing like that. And half the stuff I do pay for, a lot of times people don't even know it's me because I, you know, have my team do it. But as this holiday season approach, I would like for families to know that you are loved, you are wanted, you are appreciated, and you know, just take your time and love. Show love to one another, show love to your families, and you know, let's just try to make, you know, the best, and you know, have a great holiday season, and maybe, you know, just show love and kindness for one another.
You all, I want you all to please keep those who have lost their loved ones, their kids, to gun violence or to suicide. Please keep their families lifted up. And I also want you guys to say an extra prayer for Elizabeth. We have actually done this like 7 or 8 times because today is a very emotional day for Elizabeth. And for you all that have lost someone, you can understand what she's going through on today. This is the end of our interview, but not the last. Love you guys.